Hello, and welcome to SHRF's how-to videos. This video will focus on your personal profile and associations. Once you've logged into the SHRF RMS, you're able to update your personal profile by either clicking this button or by going into the menu underneath your initial and clicking the personal profile. It will then take you to your personal profile where you will see some of the information you had completed when you registered, along with new tabs with information underneath each. And on your left-hand side, you'll see a button about associations. Starting with the main, there'll be information above letting you know what needs to be completed. But basically, if it has a red asterisk beside it, we do need that information. So make sure that information is all complete by filling it in and then moving on to the next one. Please note that when it comes to your organization, as you can see, you can't change that, but you can contact SHRF at helpdesk@shrf.ca, and we'll be happy to change that for you when needed. When you go into each of the tabs, you'll see a couple different headers, and you can use the table of contents on the side to jump to certain sections. As you'll see underneath the general, there's web address, social media, and other professional questions that we have in order to get a better understanding of who you are and what you do when it comes to health research. Under the review tab, there's information talking about SHRF's review process and the fact that we're always looking for volunteer reviewers that can help with our review process. We'll then ask if you would be interested in reviewing for SHRF. If you say no, nothing will appear, but if you say yes, there will be further questions so that we can get a better understanding of who you are and your reviewer interest. Please note that dynamic fields like this may appear throughout these three tabs. In the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion tab, we have decided, much like SHRF, that we will be collecting information regarding equity, diversity, and inclusion. And you will see that there's questions that will be mandatory, but please note that all of this information will be saved and only reviewed by yourself and very specific SHRF staff. The reason that we are now asking this information of our applicants and reviewers is to guide us in ensuring that we're upholding our values and strategic direction. Please note too that in each of the questions, wherever you want, where you don't want to answer a question, you can put, "I prefer not to answer." So after you've gone through all of the different tabs and you've completed your general information, you can first click Save Draft, which will save this information, where you can then leave back to the home page and come back here later. But after you've completed all information, you can then click the Save button. This will then mark off that your profile is complete and that no other information is needed. Please note that even though you've clicked the Save button when you're all done, you can come in at any time and change the information. Now, when it comes to associations, with the new system, you can now have more than one association tied to your profile. In order to do this, you can look up using the Lookup button, and then it might take a few moments while it's thinking. And then you can go through our organization list that we already have, and you could click off on one of those universities or organizations that you're affiliated with, and you can hit OK. And then once you've done that, you can select a role. There will only be one, and then you would click Add in order to add that to your organization list, which will now be appearing in the Change Organization. And that's a brief overview of the personal profile and associations.